Set to kick off for the Panthers is Marcus Caudill. And back deep to return for the Bulldogs are Garver and Wilson.
Hey, Jimmy, real quick, I'm going to try and get in these uniform reports. East has some sweet new gear this year, provided by the guys at Speed Sports. I personally got to see those things through. Carolina blue numbers, Carolina blue stripes, Panthers down the side, flat black helmets, and Poland, their traditional all blues, white pants with the Ohio State striping and the P on the side of their helmets.
And here's the kick, and we're underway as it bounces to the left of Garver, and he steps out of bounds as he takes it inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Wow. That thing was headed towards the sideline. Just looked like
it was going to go out of bounds.
Out of bounds and end up taking it down there at the 4-yard line.
Dylan Garver just trying to make something happen. I think he may have lost track of where he was.
Yeah, just didn't catch where he was on the field.
So not exactly the starting position that Coach Brungard's looking for. He talked about the Bulldogs having played with their backs to the wall throughout the season, and they'll start tonight's game kind of that scenario. They'll come out with a wide slot to the right. I backs. And it looks like Wilson will open up at fullback. Petroni at quarterback. They move from right to left, away from the scoreboard. Ball on the left hash. Panthers showing blitz. They come with it. Ramirez gets a handoff off right tackle, and they got him in the backfield, and then he pushes it just past the 2-yard line. We'll give them the 3, so they'll lose a yard.
Just good force, good dollop of a blitz right there, bringing a lot of athletes, like you talked about earlier, Jim. I mean, East does. They bring some kids. They have some force, and I'll tell you what, there's nothing better in our area than I like than this inside Mike Backer and to Brian Donlow. We'll watch it and hear his name a lot tonight.
He was in on the action, but it was Brandon Jackson who hit Ramirez first, 6'2" senior. And the Bulldogs lose a yard, and they're looking at 2nd and 11 from their 3-yard line. And Petroni under center, double tight now. I backs. Ramirez with a handoff, right tackle, and he's chopped down across the 5-yard line. Jackson's there again.
Across the 5.
And Gurley got a hand in on the action as well.
Good job getting a little breathing room there for Poland.
Again, the 6-yard line, so he picks up 3. And it brings up 3rd down and 8, just underway from Poland. Game's opening possession. Jim Evans along with Todd Thorne and Sean McCune. And here are the Bulldogs now on the right hash, deep in their end. 3rd and 8 from their 6. Wide to each side as Garver coming in motion from left to right. Petroni fakes a handoff, rolls to his right to throw in the right flat as he pulls the trigger, and it's low and it's incomplete. And it brings up 4th down as the punt team will come on. Garver, the intended receiver, just past the 10-yard line. DeAndre Green was there in coverage. And not the best series to open up for the Bulldogs, but you got to play close to the vest down inside the 5-yard line to start the game.
And it's exactly what Coach Mays wants. It's one of them. This is a good game for us to talk about tonight. 2 old-time YSU guys that have played there, good friends, good area coaches that have been around a long time. So
Austin Wilson, the punt, rugby-style kicker, has hit it for 40 yards per kick, and he half hits this one, picked up by Gregory at the 49-yard line. Headed to his right now, steps on the brakes, and pursuit catches up, and they bury him at the 48 of Poland. But great starting field position for the Panthers. No score, 10-13 in the first quarter, and East with the ball for the first time tonight. Nightline Embroidery and Screen Print will customize just about anything with your logos or artwork. Stop by at 16 West Liberty Street, Girard, or call 545-8108. Hey, you'll be able to see this game starting next week, Wednesday at 7 o'clock on Armstrong, Channel 20 and 100. Check your guide after that for other air times during the week. All right, here are the Panthers, first down from the 48-yard line. They run that extreme tight setup. They run these short pitch sweeps, not even sweeps, as they'll take it off the edge, and Green gets the carry on first down. And he gets it to the 40, just inside the 46-yard line. We'll give him the 45 and a pickup of 3. Left side of the Poland defense getting it done, and it was Gino Petrus on the tackle. Todd, 2 words for East offensive line. No splits.
Yeah, no splits whatsoever.
Heel to heel.
Heel to heel. They're running an old school wing T. I mean, and what they're doing is just trying to create seams for their running backs.
2nd and 8. And they'll try and run it off the left edge. And that's Gurley on the carry, and he's wrapped up. Can't head upfield. And he's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Austin Wilson's there. Garver helping out as well for the Bulldogs. No score. East with its first possession after a 3 and out for the Bulldogs. It's almost a tight wishbone. They'll run 2 wings with a back, and they angle the wings to the inside. But no one's more than a yard off the quarterback. They'll run trap action from left to right, and they'll try to, and it won't go anywhere. They get the line of scrimmage again, and that is it. And it'll bring up 4th down, maybe a half a yard. And it was Shaw on the carry.
Comes the punt team.
And the punt team will come on, so it'll be a 3 and out situation for the Panthers. No score, 8:30 to play in the first quarter. Brandon Jackson will set back to punt for the Panthers. Dylan Garver back deep to return for Poland on 4th and a long 8 from the 45 of the Bulldogs. Here's the kick, and he misses pretty much most of the ball, but gets just enough as it line drives down the field and bounces inside the 15 and gets a Panther roll to the 10, and it's touchdown there. We'll take a 30-second break. 8:03 to play in the first quarter. No score. You're on the Sports Animal, 1390. Back at Poland, Bulldogs back on offense. First down from their 10-yard line, and they'll try and run it up the middle again, and nothing going on. They'll lose a yard again to the 9-yard line. Wilson on the carry, and the middle of the East defense clamping it down. They got some bigs up there. You got to move them, Todd.
And exactly what you're saying. They got some bigs, but you know what? They're not the big heavies. I mean, these guys here, most of them are lean. You do got a couple fire plugs out there, but at the same point in time, they got athletes out there that can run. You know, it's early in the game, and there's a long game in front of us, but there's definitely kids out there that can run around and make plays.
2nd and 11 for the Bulldogs from their 9. Just inside the left hash, Duarte out wide to the right, and Petroni backs out from center, and we have a flag down, and East will be called for offsides. And this has been a problem for them all season long. I saw them 2 weeks ago against Fitch, and they were their own worst enemy. They were in double figures in penalties that game, and they just don't help themselves.
No, and that's exactly it. You know, that's a game where they dominated the time of possession, I believe, and yardage for a while there, and just when you're
they were in that game.
Doing things like this, you know, it's tough. I mean, you just gave up 5 yards when you just had a 1-yard loss.
No score early on, 2nd possession for the Bulldogs. And after the penalty, they have a 2nd and 6 from their 14. Petroni under center, I-backs. Give to Ramirez off right tackle. Now he breaks it wide. Across the 25, and he's tripped down all the way up across the 35 to near the 37-yard line. And that defender doesn't get a hand out there. Man, it's open house.
You're darn right, man. He's all the way down the field. But nice job there making that tackle in the defensive backfield. I'm pretty sure that was
22 on the carry.
Was that
Gurley?
Gurley. Yep, there you go.
Marquise Gurley, a senior, making a saving tackle as they mark it at the 36. 22 on the pickup. That's the game's initial first down. Scoreless, 6:30, first quarter. From the 36, Petroni hands it off to Ramirez, off left tackle. And he'll cut to the middle, following blocking. Across the 45 and threads his way up to around the 47, and it should be enough for another Poland first down.
Nice play. What Coach Brungard's doing right now is he's beating the blitz. He's pretty much trying to get it to the outside a little bit more, and it's actually working. And you got a guy like Ramirez that can make some cuts and moves, picking up another first down.
11 on that gain. John Fitzgerald on the tackle, along with Donlow. Ball now just inside the right hash. They'll have a wide slot to the left on 1st and 10 from the 47. I-backs. Press coverage now by the Panthers. Petroni trips as he pivots out to hand the ball off to Wilson, who takes it off right guard, and he gets coupled to the 49. That's it. Jackson's there again. They got help from Nick Ford.
Nice job just getting that ball handed off because he was on his way down to
the center may have stepped on his foot.
That's what it looked like. I was going to say the center or the guard actually stepped on his foot.
That's usually what happens in that scenario. The quarterback with the snap, and he pivots out, and one of the linemen just step back, step on his foot. 2nd and 8 from the 49. Petroni under center, I-backs, here comes the blitz. They give it off to Ramirez, and he's got big space off the left edge. Check that, that's Wilson. Out to the numbers, into East territory, and dragged down inside the 45, near the 43.
Curtis Cooper coming from the backside, actually sprinted him down from the backside of the field. Close to, they just gave it to him. First down.
8 on that gain. Their 3rd first down, all in this drive, no score. We're rolling down to
43.
5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. It's great night again for high school football, week 9.
Absolutely.
No complaints.
Night, man. We won't complain about this. And, the coolness comes with the year. I mean, it's kind of week 8, week 9 here. Absolutely beautiful night for football.
Tyler Smith in the game, slot to the right, first down inside of Tate Duarte from the 43 of East. Petroni's going to throw, fires right flat, juggle, and then caught, and that's Smith on the grab, and then he drags a couple of defenders inside the 35 before he's dragged down at the 32, and it's another Poland first down. Jackson again on the tackle.
Quick hitch route, and then you do it on your own and pick up another 10 yards. It's awesome.
11 on that pickup. Petroni to Smith. And East is offsides again. But no flag. Did you see that?
Yeah, well, we're all being quiet, I guess. Referees, too.
Ramirez, the tailback, gets a handoff, and he's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Great play up front, and that's your guy, to Brian Donlow on the tackle.
Just like him, man. Good kid. He's an ROTC student, pretty much a 4-point student. The kid can play the game, too, man.
They'll lose a half a yard. Just outside the 32. No score. Clock rolling at 3:45 to play in the first quarter. Jim Evans, Todd Thorne, Sean McCune. From Poland, Bulldogs and the East Panthers. And again, the final game of the regular season at home here for the Bulldogs, senior night. They'll call it 2nd down and 10, just outside the 32. Wide slot to the left. Hand off to Ramirez, slanting off right tackle, and he's dropped from behind as he slipped one guy at the line of scrimmage. And a nice pursuit by the Panthers, and they dump him at the 30. Jackson on the tackle again.
Tunnel sponsors tonight, Debo Construction and 22 Debo.
Unfortunately, we're watching some good tackles. They're by the defensive backs and 10 yards down the field most of the time right this minute.
And Ramirez getting off on this drive. Carries of 22 and 11. 5 more. Comes in with 655 yards rushing. 8 scores. He got 2 there, and it brings up 3rd down and 8, and we have a timeout call. Let's take a 30-second break. 2:47 to play in the first quarter from Dave Pavlansky Field. It's East nothing, Poland nothing. Here on the Baird Brothers Game of the Week on the Sports Animal 1390. Back at Poland, Jim Evans along with Todd Thorne and Sean McCune. We're at 2:47 to play in the first quarter. No score. East and Poland. The Bulldogs with a timeout. And look at it. 3rd down and 8 from the East 30. This drive started at their 10, went back to the 9, and they started to get off. Petroni out of the gun. Sprints to his left, fires left flat. It's caught. That's Wilson as the 25, left sideline, and chopped down right around the 20, and that'll be enough for a first down again.
Yeah, DeAndre Green making a nice tackle there, but once again, like we talked about, man, he's 7-8 yards downfield before they get a chance to get any body on him.
10 on that gain. That's their 5th first down. Ramon Green also in on the action for East. Just inside the 20. Flags fly again as Petroni checks the Poland sideline. And is it a get-back warning or?
No, it's a offsides offense.
5-yard penalty.
Legal procedure, and Coach Brungard not happy about that.
No, and he's usually not an animated character out there.
He ran right out of the field.
Yes, he did.
So that'll spot it back to the 24-yard line. No score. We're at 2:20 and rolling in the first quarter. We'll have a slot wide to the right to run out of the gun with a wing to the right. And Ramirez to the left of Petroni, who fakes the handoff, and Dom keeps it off the left edge and takes it to the 20 and dumped there.
Brandon Jackson from the backside making a play.
Boy, he's on his way to double-digit tackles here so far.
Tell you what, just as kind of expected tonight. I mean, that clock's moving down. We're almost we're under $150 now.
4 on that gain for Petroni. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th play of the drive coming up.
Wow. Big drive, clock moving. Coach Dressel football at its best.
Nick Burke in the slot into the game for Poland on 2nd down and 11. Duarte out wide. They toss it to Ramirez, trying to sweep the right side, and he is starched at the 25, trying to cut back. Never had a chance. Donlow was there, among others.
Yeah. Aldrell Ford actually was right in the middle of that thing also.
Metro, 285-pound senior.
He gets around, too.
And they'll lose yards back to the 26, a loss of 6. And it brings up 3rd down and 15. Still no score. We're under a minute to play. 50 seconds to go here, first quarter.
We need to get
a time-consuming drive by the Bulldogs.
We need to get both these Fords together. Get like a couple Ford trucks, huh?
A deuce split to each side. Petroni in the gun on 3rd and 15 with the snap. Looks left, fires left. Garver, slip screen, has it. Cuts to the middle of the field through traffic. Inside the 20. Still on his feet, breaks another tackle. And takes it to the 15, maybe to the 14-yard line.
Someone's down.
And we have an East player down on the field. They'll come up short of the first down.
And for 15 years, Poland. And
we have a break, so we'll take a 30-second timeout. 21 seconds to go in the first quarter. No score. East and Poland here on the Sports Animal 1390. Back at Poland, Jim Evans along with John Thorne and Sean McCune. Let's get down to Sean for an Armstrong update.
Jim, first of all, we're getting a look at the injured Youngstown East player. It's number 56. We're hoping that everything's okay there. He's walking off the field on his own. On the other side of things, we talked to Coach Brungard and Coach Mays before the game, and one thing that they both kind of made a hint at was that Youngstown East was a much better team than their record showed. They played a very difficult schedule for most local teams around the area. They lost to Youngstown Fitch, or lost to Austintown Fitch. They lost to Youngstown Ursuline. They played a lot of tough teams throughout the season. They played a couple teams from the Lake Erie League. They lost to Canfield. So Poland was like, you know, if they could put this all together, they could be a very tough team to beat. They've got a lot of talent. They've got a lot of experience against great teams. So we'll see what Youngstown East is able to do tonight.
All right, here are the Bulldogs on 4th and 5, and they come out with the offense, and they line up tight and then shift out to draw the defense, perhaps as flags fly, and they may have done just that. Sean Sideline Reports brought to you by Armstrong. One wire, infinite possibilities. No score, 7 seconds to go, first quarter, and Poland on the move in the red zone. And I don't think that'll be enough for the first down, will it? They needed 6.
Yeah, I think it was 6. I just don't like that. I think that's just a deceptive play. I think the high schools should get rid of it. I understand it's in the pros and colleges, but you know, kids are set, everyone's ready to go, and then you fly everybody and spread them out. I
see where you're coming from, but you got to be disciplined.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt about it.
All right, that'll move it to the 10-yard line. They're just short, so it's 4th and 1. The offense for the Bulldogs on the field. They'll call another timeout, or will they? No. Time winds down in our first quarter. Don't forget, we'll have our Stadium GM Superstore High School Sports webpage for you to check out. So go to sportsanimal1390.com. Click on sports. Tonight's halftime show brought to you by Great Garage Doors, Boardman, Poland, and Warren. And that'll include our two-cut halftime scoreboard. Our first quarter again brought to you by Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, America's source for fine hardwood products since 1960. Online at bairdbrothers.com. We head to the second quarter from Poland. with our score East nothing, Poland nothing, here on the Sports Animal 1390.
Enjoy the convenience of home phone service from Armstrong. Armstrong Telephone delivers reliability you can't get with a cell phone. All your calling is one low monthly price, no confusing rate plan. Your favorite calling features are included. Check out the exclusive online management tools, set call forwarding, do not disturb, and more. You can even have your voicemail sent to your email. For great savings, bundle television, telephone, and internet. Armstrong, one wire, infinite possibilities.
Back at Poland, set to start the second quarter, no score, and the Bulldogs from the East 10-yard line looking at a 4th and 1. Offense on the field, Petroni under center, eye backs. He'll hand it off to Ramirez off left tackle in big traffic, and he pushes it inside the 10 and dumped around the 9, and it's going to be close. Jim Evans along with Todd Thorne and Sean McCune.
Just across the 10-yard line.
And let's see, they may have to bring the chains out. They will. So Mark Rungard with it. He told us, you know, one of his edge, if he felt he had an edge, was the kicking game. And he's got a great field goal kicker. And they elect
to go for it.
For it on 4th and 1 from the 10. Bob DeVito has done a great job for them place kicking this year. But they will stretch the chains. The ball spotted just inside the 10-yard line, and they have just enough for the first down to keep the drive alive. And that's their 6th first down, all in this drive, which started at their 10-yard line.
Yeah.
They lost a yard on the first play, and then have managed to get on track. 4 seconds gone here in the second quarter, and we have no score. And the Bulldogs pounded on the door, looking to change that. Petrolo will be the fullback now. Eye backs, Duarte out wide to the right. Petroni to throw. Fade in the right corner. Duarte can't pull it in. Great coverage by the Panthers. It's incomplete in the right corner of the end zone.
Another great job by Curtis Cooper out there.
Yep, that's who it was. Senior cornerback, 5'8", $149. Played it perfectly. I like that call, though, on first down.
Heck yeah, why not? Give it a shot. I mean, you're at the 7, what were we at? The 9-yard line. Throw the fade, see if you can get it and get a quick shot, quick score.
Especially with a 6'5" wide receiver.
Absolutely. Not a bad hooper.
Yeah, he'll come out wide to the right again as a flanker. Double tight on 2nd and goal from the 9. Petroni, same play to the right corner, and Petroni lays it right on the money. Did he make the catch at the back end? He did. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Tate Duarte.
Nice job, good play. I mean, right back to it, just a little bit of a flatter pass and shorter pass, and did a nice job getting a touchdown, pulling that thing down.
Great coverage again, but
absolutely
nice throw by Petroni, his 12th touchdown pass, and Duarte with great hands, concentration, with a DB all over him with his 4th touchdown grab. And Poland gets on it first.
I like what the referees did there too, Jim. They both conferred, they got together, made sure they had the call first before either one of them made a call. So good job.
Again, of course, in high school, you only have to have 1 foot in. Here's DeVito for the extra point kick. Hammers it. Good. We'll take a 60-second break. 11:36 to play in the second quarter. And it's Poland 7, East nothing. Here on the Baird Brothers Game of the Week on the Sports Animal 1390. Back at Poland, and the Bulldogs kick off, and it's a short kick. And it's picked up on one hop by Jawan Showers at the 25. And he takes it to the middle of the field and dumped right around the 30. Jim Evans along with Todd Thorne, Sean McCune. 7-0 Poland with a lead. How about this? 16 plays, 91 yards. Petroni to Duarte, 9-yard touchdown pass connection. They add the extra point. That's your Haas Auto Group scoring drive summary. Haas Auto Group, your zero hassle dealer. And here are the Panthers on offense for the second time tonight. We're at 11:29 to play in the first half. From their 31, try and sweep the left side. And they get it outside the numbers, and they've got a positive gain. That's a nice run by Isaiah Donnelly. They'll run 4, 5, maybe even 6 guys in this offense. Again, no splits extreme tight with a slant double wing. And the gain goes across the 40. They'll mark it just inside the 41. And it's a gain of 9.
Jimmy, kind of a unique situation for Coach Mays here, too. You know, he gets the coach's brother. A lot of people don't realize, but Ravon Mays is actually his brother that's playing center.
We have movement up front. Guys pointing on both sides. See who it is. They're going to step it off against the Panthers. Maybe.
Yep.
Ball start against the offense. And again, as we talked about in the first quarter, and if you followed East at all, they have oftentimes just been their own worst enemies.
That's it, man. They're in a good situation right there to pick up that, you know, go for the long ball or be able to pick up something there short to get the first down and lose 5 yards just because of a, you know, pre-snap violation.
2nd down and 6 now. Damone Green in motion. He gets the toss, trying to sweep the right side, turns the corner, runs into traffic, and goes down around the 40. So they get most of the penalty yards back. Garber's there on the tackle, and they got help from Adam Wallace, senior inside linebacker.
Duarte and Monsilovich on the stop at the 40-yard line.
Also holding out Monsilovich, junior defensive end for the Bulldogs, lead at 7-0. We're at 10:35 to play. First half. 3rd and a short 2 for the Panthers. They will try and run off right tackle, and they will lose yardage back to the 39. And that's Green again on the carry, and the left side of the Poland defense slamming the door. Wallett's there again. He lost his helmet. And Jake Hawkins helping out as well. So they'll lose a yard back inside the 40, and it brings up 4th down and 3. And Coach Mays will bring on the punt team again, second time.
Just a little bit too much yardage there. You know, you got to get this punt off.
Well, they kill themselves with that procedure penalty when they were looking at, you know, a 2nd down and 1.
That's twice tonight so far. They've got those penalties. They just, you know, pre-snap penalties will kill you every time.
Brandon Jackson into punt, stands back at the East 27. Garver back deep to return. Flags fly again. And did they call East offsides?
Yes, they did.
We have a dead ball. False start.
Rebecca Holman is the latest selection as the DeBarlow Corporation Scholar Athlete of the Week. She's a junior at Chalker High School in Southern. Great in volleyball, maintains a 4-point GPA. So congratulations to Rebecca. Our second quarter being brought to you in part by Beatrice, Kopp, and Harshman. Reputation, respect, results. A lot of R's there.
Portugal. Reading, writing, arithmetic.
And here's the punt, and Jackson gets under it, and it's a sand wedge out of bounds right around the 50 into the Poland bench. And the Bulldogs, with that methodic 16-play drive and their second possession, will get in a great field position. They still haven't set it down. It should be just inside the 50.
Yep.
There you go. More than just inside. They'll put it at the 47 of the Panthers. 9:25 to go first half. Here comes Duarte and Wilson out wide to the right. A stick split. Petroni in the gun. Wilson in motion now. Look for the jet. He gets a handoff, and he's dumped for a loss. Back into Poland territory. And I believe that was Nick Ford rifled in for the big hit.
He and John Gregory are both there, man. Just great job getting upfield and making a good play.
And the jet crashes on that play. Back to the 47 of Poland. So they lose 6. Here's the blitz again, and East is offside. Just anticipating the snap instead of playing the ball, and they'll get that yardage back after the great defensive play.
At the 5-yarder. Remain second down.
You appreciate the aggressive play, but
absolutely,
you know, you've got to be under control. So it's back to the 48-yard line in Panther territory. 7-0 Poland. in what has turned out to be a quick first half. 8:40 to play. Second down and 11 now for the Bulldogs from the 48 of East. Petroni in the gun with the snap. Hitch screen right side. Wilson has it. Takes it inside the 50, slips the guy, has the 40 outside the numbers. Caught up and run out of bounds inside the 35, right around the 33. DeAndre Green is there, along with Gurley and Nick Ford.
Nice play to beat the blitz, man. They were able to get that pass off right away. I mean, they had literally 4 guys breathing down his face, and he ended up getting that thing off.
At the 33-yard
15 on the game. And that is their 7th first down. They spotted at the 33 of East, ball on the right hash. Bulldogs move towards the scoreboard, leading 7-0. 8-10 first half. Petroni in the gun, Ramirez to his left. He gets the handoff off right tackle. It's pretty thick there as he gets to the 30 and dumped.
30, just across the 30-yard line.
John Fitzgerald is there on the stop.
Cooper getting the stop, marking right on the
Cooper
30.
helping out as well, along with Jawan Sharp. They'll give Ramirez the 30. Gain of 3.
Poland Athletics would like to thank Gio Russo.
Second down and 7 Bulldogs from the East 30. They'll run that stick split to the left with Wilson now in motion left to right. They fake the jet. Now they'll run a counter with Ramirez up the middle at the 20, 10, and chopped down near the 6-yard line. The ball came out, but he was down. They may give him the 5 or inside. And Ramirez is shaken up. He is down on the field. Let's take a 60-second timeout. 7:23 to play in the first half. Poland leading East 7-0 here on the Sports Animal 1390. Back at Poland, Ramirez was the shaken player for the Bulldogs, but great news, he's up and walking off on his own after that 25-yard sprint to the 5-yard line. He was chopped down hard by Brandon Jackson. But it looks like there's a good chance we'll see Ramirez again before the evening's over. 7-0, Poland with a lead. 7:23 to play in the first half, but they are threatening again at the 5-yard line of the Panthers.
Yeah, that's a situation, too. You're flying downfield. That could be just an easy cramp, too, with just the way he was hit right there.
It almost looked like he fell on his hip.
Yeah, it did. So we'll see how he does and how he comes back in.
First and goal from the 5. Petroni of the gun and back to each side. With the snap, looks to throw. Fires left corner of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Smith.
Tyler Smith, the 5-yard touchdown.
Into the dark side of the moon there.
Just going to say, they played it just like they did, right into the dark end.
We got to wait. There's like at least a 10-second delay when they throw the ball in that corner of the end zone from our spot here, because it's not very well lit down there. But it goes for 6. And Petroni with his second touchdown pass of the night. This one to Smith. They love that fade route.
Oh, they do. And you know, with guys like that and tall receivers and guys that can get to the outside, it's a great route for them to run. Safe play, too. It's a safe pass route.
There's DeVito on for the extra point kick. Snap spot, kick on the way. Plenty on it. And it's good. 6:58 to play in the first half from Dave Pavlanski Field. It now reads Poland 14, East nothing, as we take a 30-second break here on the Sports Animal 1390. Back at Poland, Bulldogs leading the Panthers 14-0. Jim Evans, Todd Thorne, Sean McCune. We'll be getting down to Sean again momentarily for another Armstrong update. The drive started at the 47 of East, and they lost yardage. So it ends up being a 6-play, 53-yard drive. Again, Petroni with a 5-yard touchdown pass to Tyler Smith. And they had the extra point kick, 14-0. Poland with a lead. That's your Haas Auto Group scoring drive summary. Haas Auto Group, here's the onside kick. And it goes out of bounds into the Poland bench as the flag flies. Again, Haas Auto Group, Route 224 between Tippecanoe Road and Route 11 in Canfield. And local State Farm agents sponsor this year's High School Football Team of the Week award. Check it out, 1390.com for the weekly winners. Brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agents, including Tanya Howe in Champion. Sean.
Jim, I tell you what, there's been kind of a lot of discussion about how good this Youngstown East team in regards to who they played, how they've done against different teams. Last week they lost to Youngstown Ursuline 21-0, and it wasn't until late in the fourth quarter that Youngstown Ursuline kind of pulled away in that game. I kind of had the opportunity to talk to a few Ursuline coaches during the week, and they said Youngstown East does a really good job of controlling the football and controlling the time of possession during the game. If they can control the time of possession, they're never out of games. They always seem to keep games close.
And they're going to try and keep it on the ground as they do. Sweeping wide left. That's Green on the carry. Turns the corner and goes down up to the 44-yard line as they started at the 40 after the penalty on the out-of-bounds kick. And they'll take 4 yards on first down.
Absolutely. You know, Coach Mason and I have talked about that a couple times. You know, he's a great friend and a great person. He said, I'll take 4 yards anytime I can on first down because that sets up the rest of the offense that you can run. Unfortunately, they're going to run a lot more from the wing team, but it sets up a lot of things.
Gino Petrus on the tackle along with Nick Maris. 2nd down and 6. And Jefferson fumbles the snap, falls on it. Back at the 43. And we have another shaken player down on the field for the Panthers, unfortunately. And we will keep it here. Don't forget, you can see tonight's game starting next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. on Armstrong 20 and 100. And check your guide for other times during the week after that. And also check out all the other local programming on Armstrong, including Loose Change. My guest, current guest on the show is Bill Bourne, the great Bill Bourne.
You ain't kidding, man. One of the best ever. What I like about Coach Bourne is when you listen to him, he speaks of it. I heard him a couple weeks ago on the radio. His exact words were, I want to come back, Coach, one more year. Because I want to run the football because no one in the state of Ohio can tackle.
Well, there's been some pretty good tackling here tonight. Yeah. The shaken East player being helped up. That's the first good sign. And he will be helped off.
The other thing
He'll walk off barely on his own, but he'll walk off, and that's the first thing we want to see. So,
absolutely.
Well, they lost a yard on that fumble snap.
Here you go, Jim. Right here's my good stat of the day is Marcus Cahill, number 70, 6 foot, 285-pound freshman.
Man. There you go.
Freshman that can play the game, and he's out there right now. Matter of fact, he just took over as center.
That'll be interesting as Jefferson gets under center. Now they'll have a wide split to each side on 3rd and 7 from the 43. Jefferson to throw, fires right flat. It's caught on the hitch screen, and I believe that's Green on the catch, and he threads his way to the 45 and dumped there. Marty Malenik on the tackle. And it brings up 4th down and 5, and the punt team not coming on. 14-0. Poland with the lead. They just get 2 on that gain. And it's 4th and 5. Yeah, they are. From the 45. Let's see if he quick kicks here. Nope. Jefferson to throw. Fires down the middle and overthrows the intended receiver at the 25-yard line, and that's Green. He had a half step on the secondary. Jefferson with a big arm. Didn't put enough air under it. Incomplete. And Poland gets the ball back in great field position again. Bulldogs will set it up at the 45-yard line of the Panthers with a 14-0 lead. We're at 5:01 to play in the first half. You could win a gift card worth $100 by entering the 50-50 drawing at all of our high school broadcast locations this season. You have tonight and next week. So
Nice. Absolutely.
Brought to you by Sheets Convenience Stores. $100 gift card.
$100, man. Been messing around this year.
You're not kidding.
All the schmetzels you could want.
First down from the East 45. Petroni in the gun with the snap. Sets, fires right flat. It's caught by Wilson, and he's double teamed down at the 39-yard line. Brandon Jackson there again, and they got help from Cooper.
Brandon Jackson flies, man. He really gets around the field. No matter what hatch he's on, he's always making plays.
6 on that game. It's the 3rd catch for Wilson. And Petroni, unofficially, 7 out of 9 passing. 4:20 to go, first half. 14-0 Poland. 2nd and 4 from the East 39. East offsides.
Man.
Just not playing the ball. They're listening to the quarterback.
Yeah, the cadence, absolutely.
Signal foul. Encroachment defense.
That's the 3rd one of those.
Result of the play is a first down.
And that'll be a first down for Poland. You know that drives Coach Mays nuts.
Oh, it does. Yeah, I watched him on the last offensive play series. He had a guy in the flat route that was open, and he was looking downfield for the longer play. So Coach Mays is down there coaching up like crazy right now, and that's what you love to see.
Spotted at the 34-yard line of East. We'll have a deuce split to each side. Petroni in the gun. First down. Don with the snap, sets, fires deep down the left side for Garver, and he can't get to it inside the 5-yard line. He was looking in, and the throw was to his outside, so he had to twist out, and that kind of threw him off by half a step. Don't know if he'd have got to it anyway, but it's incomplete. Green's there in coverage. 2nd down. We got Petroni with 2 touchdown passes tonight, gives him 13 on the season. And he's thrown for 955 yards coming in, so he's just about to 1,000 on the year. He's getting there. We need Dave Edwards tonight.
Yeah, where's Dave at tonight? He's probably watching a Campbell game or something.
He's watching his little girls cheer tonight. So.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. That's awesome.
2nd and 10 from the 34 of East. Petroni under pressure, fires slip screen left side. Garver has it. Down the field, flag flies in.
Man,
and we might have a hole. Man, that thing came all the way from the 10-yard line up to across the 30. Sign that guy up.
That's right, man. He got a heck of an arm.
The gain goes down to the 22. Garver on the slip screen. And he's tackled by Green. What are they going to call? They're going to wave it off.
Wave it off.
He just felt like throwing it.
I guess, man. He really whipped it.
He's got some candies stuffed in there.
That's right, man.
So it goes to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12.
Flag bucket 22, 1st and 10.
And that's their 10th first down. 14-0. Poland with the lead on the move. Clock moving. 3:35 to play. First half. Wide slot to the right. Burke in the slot. Duarte out as a split. Petroni in the gun from the 22. Fakes the inside handoff. He's going to run it off the left edge. And he's dragged down from behind, but he gets it inside the 15 to the 14-yard line.
Donlow with another tackle.
Brian Donlow on the stop.
Donlow, 6'2", 215, and a junior.
Just a good kid.
Clock it at the 9-yard line, 2nd and long 2.
Well, the PA announcer called the 9-yard line. It's at the 14, so it's a gain of 8.
We're going to go with you, Jim.
Yeah.
Make that 14.
There you go. The TJ got it there.
Dad spotters over there for the moment.
2nd and 2 from the 14. Motion left to right for the Bulldogs. High backs now. They hand it off to Wilson, the tailback, and he's dropped for a loss in the backfield. He just barely gets to the 15. Great surge up front on the left side for the Panthers, led by John Fitzgerald.
Unfortunately, I'm still seeing Ramirez. He's sitting over there on the bench. I wish he can get back up and get back in there.
Jonathan Gregory also helping out on the tackle for the Panthers. They trail at 14-0. Clock rolling down to 2:10 to play in the first half. It's 3rd down and 3 now from the 15. Petroni fakes the handoff under pressure, fires left flat, and it's a low throw, incomplete at the 11-yard line.
That's your guy again in there all over his face.
Guess who?
Yeah, exactly, man. Brandon Jackson.
Well, it was the intended receiver, the tight end, left flat at the numbers, but Petroni had no chance to set his feet.
No. And here goes that special teams, bringing the kicker out. Good move.
And this is
Coach
Bob
Brungard.
DeVito. Coach Brungard talked about him. A couple of game-winning field goals this year. 1:59 to play, first half. They will spot it down at the 22, so it'll be a 32-yard attempt just inside the left hash. No wind.
That flag is as dead
Tony
as it
Chero to
comes, huh?
hold. DeVito, soccer from the right. Snap, spot, kick is up. Plenty on it, and it's good.
And it's good at 1:53.
We'll take a 30-second timeout. We're at 1:53 to play in the first half, and it now reads Poland 17, East nothing. Here on the Baird Brothers Game of the Week on the Sports Animal 1390. Back at Poland, Jim Evans, Todd Thorne, Sean McCune, 17-0. Poland with a lead on East. We'll have another Haas Auto Group scoring drive summary for you in just a moment as the Bulldogs are set to kick off. Here's the approach and the kick by McFadden. And it's taken inside the 5, down at the 4. And they'll return it from right to left. And trying to turn the corner, but not able to do so, is Isaiah Knuckles.
Isaiah Knuckles ran out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
And they'll spot it right around the 15. So East had gone for it on 4th down, and they threw an incompletion. Poland set up shop at the 45. 6 plays, they got it to the 15, and they would finish it up with a 32-yard field goal from Bob DeVito. That's your Haas Auto Group scoring drive summary. Check them out online, hausautogroup.com. 17-0, Poland on top. Tonight's East football brought to you apart by Charlie Staples Barbecue. Charlie Staples, famous barbecue sauces, now available in your local grocery stores.
That's my favorite right there,
Good
buddy.
eating, man.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Charlie Staples, official sponsor of East football here on iHeart Media. As the Panthers come out on 1st down, they fired in the left flat. Gurley on the catch on the out, and he shoved out of bounds by Malenik. As they set it up at their 15, they've not been able to get much going here tonight on offense, which has been their Achilles heel this season.
That's it, man. A lot of ball control, but not stretching the field enough.
5 on that game, though.
Speaking of this,
Jefferson to Gurley.
This Charlie Staples, I mean, they're going to bring us, since they're the sponsor, and bring us Staples at halftime?
I don't know. That wouldn't be bad, although they take care of us up
packs
here.
of sauce. Oh, yeah.
Jefferson to throw, fires slant over the middle, caught, and it's a 1st down up to the 32-yard line. Great throw by Jefferson, and I believe that's Knuckles on the catch.
Yep. Actually,
Or is it?
that was actually Raymond Wynn.
Rashawn
Rashawn
Wynn.
Wynn.
Yeah, Wynn on the catch. And East is running off sides.
That was the old Canadian play. Once again, 3-snap violation, just absolutely will beat you up every single time.
They got 12 on that game. That's their initial 1st down of the game. And we're at 1:27 to play in the first half. But as they have done, they backfire and they get called for 5 on the illegal procedure. So that'll set it back to the 27. And again, now they spread it out, double wide to each side. Jefferson in the gun with the snap, rolling to his left, and he's under heavy pressure, shakes 2 guys and takes it up the left sideline somehow, and then is run out of bounds across the 32. Man, it looked like they had him
Pinned for an 8-yard loss.
stopped for a big loss back around the 20, and he shook that and made it a positive gain up to around the 32.
Call it 2nd and 10.
So it's a 5-yard gain for Jefferson. Clock stops on the out-of-bounds play. 1:10 to go first half, 17-0 Poland. 2nd and 10, Jefferson in the gun. Back to his right with the snap. Fires over the middle, overthrown, incomplete, intended for Gurley running the slant at the 37. And Maris was there in coverage. Or check that, Malenik.
4th and 10.
And a it brings up third down. Here's Green checking in, Leandre Green for the Panthers with a play. And again, their best game was that 12-yard pass connection. Previous to that, it was Donnelly with a 9-yard run. That's been pretty much it. Great defense here tonight by Poland, coming with a blitz. Jefferson to the throw, fires a hitch route, low throw at the 34. It's incomplete. Tough try for Gurley. He had a chance at it just off the turf, but couldn't hang on. And it brings up fourth down. And the punt team will come on this time.
Yeah, Jim, there are a lot of positives, and we'll talk about that at half and post game. But a lot of positives do come out of it. It's just you got to put more things together, and just the air's got to stop.
Jackson a punt on fourth down and 10 from the 31. He'll show motion. And Jackson with the kick away. Hits it good. Garver signals fair catch, takes it at the 40 of Poland. And the Bulldogs back on offense again with 56 seconds to go in the first half. From their 40-yard line, they lead it 17-0. Let's get back down to the sideline for Sean for another Armstrong update.
Jim, this is the first time we've got to see the Poland Bulldogs this year, but in the past when we've seen them, one thing about Mark Brungard's teams that you always see is they never beat themselves. You never see many mental mistakes. You never see many turnovers, and you haven't seen that tonight. They haven't been, emphatic with big plays, but they've kept control of the ball. They've gotten stops when they need to get stops. They pick up first downs when they need to, and they're very steady, methodical, and control the game.
All right, thanks, Sean. When you're able, get a look at Ramirez. He's not on the field now. Shaken up earlier. First down from the 40. Petroni's going to throw. Fires deep down the middle. Calcagney has it at the 30, but drops the ball as he got to the 25. Right in his hands. Had his man beat by 3 yards.
Yeah, he did. Good job on first down there. Under a minute to go, or right at minute 1, I think, when it started that play. Give it a shot. Why not?
Well, I thought he had it to Calcagney, their leading receiver, with 17 grabs coming in, 337 yards. And again, Marlon Ramirez, after a 25-yard run, was hit hard, hit off balance. It came down hard at the 5-yard line and was shaken up and left the game. They went on to score in that drive, but we'll see if we can get an update on his situation. 2nd and 10 now for the Bulldogs from their 40, leading 17-0. 51 seconds to play first half. East showing blitz. Here they come. Petroni out of the gun. Flush to his right. Now fires on the run. Wilson's wide open at the 35, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Austin Wilson. Gravy.
Thing was wide open. Defensive back bit quick and kept coming upfield and just didn't see him whatsoever. Austin Wilson, nice job. Way to pull it in and take it to the end zone.
Petroni with a hat trick, his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. This one to Wilson. 60 yards.
Not bad for a running team.
Yeah. Well, Coach Brungard talked about having balance.
Absolutely.
And they've had that tonight. And you've got to be able to throw the ball some when you get to postseason. If you're a playoff team, you've got to be, in most situations. We have seen there are those exceptions to the rule. But in most scenarios, you've got to be able to throw the ball some. You have to have some balance. Here's Vito with the extra point kick. And he drills another one good. We're going to keep it here. We're at 40 seconds to play in the first half. 2 plays, 60 yards. Petroni to Austin Wilson. They have the point. 24-0 Poland. That's another Haas Auto Group scoring drive summary. Check them out at hausautogroup.com or in person, Route 224 east of Route 11. Jim Evans, Todd Thorne, and Sean McCune. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Pizza Hut, Lafarge Construction Materials, Pharmacy Care, Quaker Steak and Lube, the Area Agency on Aging, Valley Truck Outfitters, Geisler Insurance, and Nemmens IGA. I'm going to have you read the next one.
All right, I'm ready.
Because I'm ready. I was busy in rehearsal. I couldn't.
That's it. Well, I'll tell you what. I was in makeup and hair, but as long as you were in rehearsal, we're good.
They got the hair right.
Yeah, they fixed the hair again this week, man. Huh? Pretty good. Not bad. This is a face.
I can't believe this. You've got your hood on.
Hey. That's what happens when you drop a couple pounds. You get colder than most.
Well, we have the window open.
That's why that's so clear.
Here's McFadden with the kickoff. And Colt drills it to the goal line into the end zone, and it will come out to the 20 for the Panthers. With 40 seconds to go in the first half, they trail at 24-0. And you know they have the athletes to hit big. They have the opportunity.
That's it. You just got to get a couple things to work and connect. I mean, they did it early in the year. They did go downfield early in the year, and it did work. The problem was, back then, they were a passing team that just couldn't hit it all the time.
Tonight's halftime show coming up will be brought to you by Great Garage Doors, serving the area for more than 30 years. Locations in Boardman, Poland, and Warren. And, of course, we'll include our Ducat halftime scoreboard. A lot of big games tonight. Ducat, Route 224 in Boardman, Route 422 in Warren. Here are the Panthers back in that tight set from their 20. They'll toss it, trying to sweep the left side. Nowhere to go. Maybe the line of scrimmage, and no more than that, and that's Donnelly on the carry.
Yeah, I like Bobby Jefferson getting out front trying to make a block, too. You know, he's not exempt as a quarterback to get out of the way. He really does try and get downfield.
Right side of the Poland defense all over that one. Led by Anthony Audi, junior linebacker. Petrus was there as well. Coach Brungard talked about he likes the way his defense is playing right now, and we see why tonight. Last week they threw a shutout at Niles. Doing it again tonight as the clock winds down here in the first half. Our second quarter has been brought to you in part by Beatrice, Kopp, and Harshman. Reputation, respect, results. And that's what Mark Brungard has gotten from his guys here on senior night. And as soon as Sean is able, he'll maneuver in position to have a couple of comments from Coach Brungard as both teams head to the locker room. Sean.
Coach, you guys made a lot of plays in the first half, held them to 1 first down. Talk about some of the things you liked and didn't like.
Well, we're always trying to take what's there, and they're filling the box with their backers and making it hard to run. So thankfully we have some weapons outside that we can use, and Dom's been able to get the ball to them, and it's made for some fun plays for the fans to cheer about.
On the defensive side of the ball, what have you guys been able to do to limit them?
Well, our defense is playing really well. We're filling gaps, and we can run in the secondary. So when they have gotten outside, we've been able to chase them down and limit any big plays.
Bigger smiles, louder cheers, longer talks. Enjoy the possibilities more than ever with Armstrong. Armstrong delivers the latest in television, on-demand, multi-room PVR, high definition. Zoom Internet has the speed and reliability you need for all your devices. And it's all backed by local award-winning customer service to keep you connected. Enjoy the possibilities with Armstrong.
Armstrong Local Programming features our community like no one else. Meet your friends and neighbors at special events. Find the perfect pet. Celebrate our region's rich history or enjoy our natural wonders. Armstrong Local Programming is available online, on demand, and on your local Armstrong channel. Find the complete program schedule at ArmstrongOneWire.com. Local programming, exclusively from Armstrong. One Wire, infinite possibilities.
GreatGarageDoors.com, where you can get your contact information. And here's the kickoff by McFadden, and it's taken inside the 10 and coming out wide right across the 20, the 25, the 30, and then reversing field up to the 32-yard line from right to left is Donadell on the return. And it looked like Moni was going to bring it wide to the left, and then all of a sudden decided to go right back in traffic, and he went down.
31-yard line, first and 10.
It was old curly-do.
All right, so East really not getting anything going, obviously, in that first half. Again, nothing on the scoreboard, just 1 first down in that first half with 42 yards. And they will come out and line up tight again. The super tight formation from their 31. And they'll try and run Damone Green off the right edge. He turns the corner and has positive yardage up to around the 34. Wallet on the tackle. They got help from Troy Ellis.
Thanks to our third quarter tunnel sponsors tonight. Nika, IBEW Electricians, Poland Medical.
They may give him the 35. Let's see. Nope, 34. 3 for Green. Third quarter just underway. How about that new scoreboard? Huh?
Well, it's beautiful, man. I'll tell you, I've been
They
noticing.
should have put some lights on the side to
That's why I
illuminate the end zone a little more.
Maybe. we're
would have helped us out. 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard gain. Panthers toss sweep. Coming left. Nowhere to go. Austin Wilson all over it as Donnelly couldn't negotiate the turn. Isaiah dumped back at the 32.
And really, Jim, watching these plays, watching how these things are going, there's really no cutback lanes either. I mean, they have no opportunity other than to try and get wide. And if they can't get wide, the play's shut down. It's just that simple.
So they'll lose 2 back to the 32. Ball on the left hash as the Panthers move away from the scoreboard. And that would be west to east. 24-0. Poland on top. 11 guys in the box. And why not?
22 in the box.
And
that's what
Donnie breaks free. Down the middle at the 50. Going right. 30, 20. In his office. Schedule an appointment for 6. Touchdown. Isaiah Donnelly. The bust-out run, and that's what the Panthers were looking for.
Two guys slow getting up on the best play of the night for him. Just I think they got caught up in the middle there. It's kind of a trapping situation with the guard and the tackle.
And you also look for flags, and there's no evidence of that.
No.
So the Panthers hit big. That's what they were looking for. 68 yards. Donnelly with a touchdown sprint. Man, once he got outside, he was 6th gear right now.
And you said it earlier. They have it. They have the speed. You know it's there, and it's just a matter of if you can.
They have the athletes, no question.
That play, just like we said, there were 22 guys in the box. And once you break the box at that situation, I mean, you are going to be gone. Even if you're average speed or mediocre speed, you just got too many guys coming forward for them to get by you.
They've had several guys shaken tonight, and we'll take a 30-second break. Actually, we'll keep it here because he's going to get up, and we'll get the point after conversion, and then we'll get into our break. Who is that?
15.
Oh, that's Trevon Fight.
Nice looking athlete, too. Another body. Another good, solid athlete there.
6'2", 211. He's a senior. He comes off on his own, so again,
he's checking his ear.
That. Yep.
Checking his ear, so.
Well, the offense out of the field, they don't have much of a kicking game, so they'll go for 2. Finally on the board here early 3rd quarter.
You know why they're going for 2?
Because they can't get 3.
That's right. They can't go for 3. Good job. You were listening.
I know you threw me off with that
the dance.
The Thriller dance. So.
That's it, man. I did that for you. Well, no, I didn't.
I might have nightmares.
I did it for myself.
All right, that double wing slant.
There they go.
With Jefferson under center, takes a snap, a plow forward, and into the end zone. They get the deuce. 10:09 to play in the 3rd quarter. And it now reads Poland 24, East 8. Here on the Baird Brothers Game of the Week on the Sports Animal 1390. Back at Poland as the Panthers get set to kick off, trailing 24-8. 3 plays, 69 yards. 68 on a touchdown dash by Isaiah Donnelly, the sophomore. They had the 2-point conversion. That's your Haas Auto Group scoring drive summary. And here's the kickoff. And Austin Wilson with a nice return across the 40 and tackled right around the 43. So, again, pretty good field position, more than pretty good for the Bulldogs with the big lead. And early in the game, they were backed up deep in their own end. But after they got some breathing room and got a lead, the rest of the way, they were set up in pretty good spots when they had the ball.
They turned that good field position the whole way. You're exactly right on the money.
After starting at the 4 and the 10, then they started at the East 47, the East 45, and then their 40. And here they are at their 42-yard line. Just over 10 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Petroni, hitch screen, left side. It's caught. And a defender swings and misses as the ball arrives, and the gain goes across the 50 to the 49-yard line. And trying to get a read on who the receiver was.
I couldn't. Yeah, he did. He turned that head around.
That might be Reed Gold. And a face mask is called on the Panthers. Again, they have had more than their share of penalty flags tonight. Gould, I guess, would be the more accurate pronunciation. So it went for a 9-yard gain, and then add on the yardage down to the 34. Their 11th first down. Petroni in the gun. Wilson to his right. He gets the inside handoff. Takes it out wide left sideline and then run out of bounds inside the 25 to around the 23, maybe the 22. DeAndre Green on the tackle for the Panthers. Pulling up 24-8. Working for their 8th win against 1 loss. That was a tough one against Hubbard.
Yeah, it was.
But nobody else had any success against them. Although I was a little bit surprised their halftime score only up 13-3.
Yeah, how about that? It's kind of amazing. Someone's just trying to
slow night for them. Yeah.
Under the 30-second clock.
That was a 10-yard gain for Wilson. While we're talking, another first down to the 24.
Our football brought to you by Urgent Care tonight.
Petroni out of the gun. Again, the inside give to Wilson. Again off the left edge, but this time the Panthers are waiting for it on the short side, and they shut it down. The gain will go to about the 22, perhaps. Don Lowe is there. And he got help from Shaquan Dawson. They'll say it went to the 23, so pick up only a yard for Wilson. 24-8, pulling on top. Working to get back in the red zone. Here's Gould in motion from right to left. They fake the jet to him, and they run it up the middle to Wilson. He skips to the 21 and dump there.
Yeah, and this right here is what, good playoff teams need to do. They need to be able to move the ball, get downfield, run the clock. Unfortunately, this drive right here, or this set of downs, it's 3rd and 7. But they did a nice job moving it downfield and getting to a good situation, give himself a shot.
Lawrence Reed on the tackle got help from Gurley as they sit it at the 21. And it brings up 3rd down and 7. Ball on the left hash as the Bulldogs move towards the scoreboard. Wide slot to the right. Now they run on the power pistol, and whistles blow as Petroni gets the snap. And they took too much time, perhaps.
Yep. So the back judge go up that 5-second.
And Sean made a good point in the first half. And, what we've seen over the years here with Mark Brungard, this team rarely beats itself.
They're a team that, just like you just said, but they don't beat themselves, especially a pre-snap. They may get a flag in a game and a holding call or a face mask.
Good point.
But they don't get anything usually pre-snap. They're very, very disciplined.
They play tough. They play smart.
Yes, they do. They do a great job, and their staff's been intact. That's another thing. Yeah. He has Coach Julia, a bunch of guys. Coach Williams.
3rd and 12. Throwback screen left side, and it's there.
Nice
and it's Wallace on the catch, and he is chopped down at the 25-yard line. Great open field tackle. And I think that's Damone Green.
28?
Yeah.
Yeah, great job. Absolutely great job, because it was open. I mean, that was definitely wide open, and I saw it coming, and Damone Green just did a great job fighting off a block and making a play. Just awesome job.
At 26.
No gain. 4th and just about 12. Scoreboard has 11, but... And the offense still on the field. 24-8. Pulling on top. Petroni under center. Wide slot to the right. Play action fake. Back in the pocket to throw. Under pressure. Flush to his left. Now throws to the end zone. And it's incomplete. Calcagney, the intended receiver, but he had no chance at it, crossing from right to left. Great coverage. That was Gurley right with him to the inside. And East will get the ball back. Let's take a 30-second break. 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. It's Poland 24, East 8. Here on the Sports Animal 1390. Back in Poland.
Illegal substitution offense.
24-8. Poland with the lead. You just heard the referee signal East for another penalty. Legal substitution.
Back to the 21, first and 15.
And now the Panthers, after their defense holds on downs, now looking at a 1st and 15 from their 21-yard line. And flags fly in again. And we have offsides called. And it's going to go on Poland.
We're going back and forth.
Red ball foul. Defense lined up in the neutral zone.
We just said they don't do it, and they did.
Nightline embroidery and screen print has new Adidas apparel in stock and offers athletic shoes and adult youth sizes and a lot more. Stop in at 16 West Liberty Street, Girard. Well, that's the old thing, you know. As soon as you mention it, like, you know, the quarterback has to throw an interception in 300 passes, then boom, it happens. Never fails. And now we have movement again up front. Well, now it's getting comical. Let's get back down to Sean for another Armstrong update. Coach.
Jim, I tell you what, a really rejuvenated Youngstown East sideline over here. After the score and the big play, they got a little bit of life, got a little bit of momentum. They really weren't able to move the ball at all in the first half, only 1 first down. But the big play really got this offense going. The coaches are clapping and cheering. Kids are yelling and screaming. So really a lot of energy over here on the east sideline and got these guys going a little bit in a methodical game.
Well, Sean Sideline Reports brought to you by Armstrong. One wire, infinite possibilities. And here are the Panthers trying to run off left tackle.
Rugby.
And it's a big pile up at the 33 as they blow it dead. And that's Donnelly again on the carry. Wallett's there. And he got help from Audi, Petrus, and Smith for the Bulldogs. Second down and 2 after the gain of 3. Here's Green on the toss off the right edge, and he heads upfield and has a first down as he's dragged down just shy of the 40-yard line. Their second first down of the game. Damone Green.
What they're doing too, Jim, just so people really have an idea, is they're not blowing Poland off the ball. They're just turning the defenders and just creating edges with this offense. That's all you need to do is just pick up a little seam, and you're able to pick up, you know, first downs like we talked about. Get a couple first downs, get a big score, get a big play.
Seniors Malenik and Petrus combined on the tackle, got help from Dylan Garver. But it's a gain of 8, and it's a first down to the 39-yard line. Ball on the right hash. They run a counter, and it goes for another decent gain on first down up to the 45. And that's Reed on the carry.
Absolutely. Take 5-6 yards on first down, take that in a heartbeat.
Lawrence Reed with a gain of 6. Wallett's there on the stop, and he got help from Smith. Hawkins helping out as well. 5:20 and rolling, third quarter. 24-8. Poland on top. Double wing slant and moving up front by the Panthers again. Just anxious to make things happen.
That's it. False start, offense. 5-yard penalty.
That'll put it back inside the 40.
Back to the 40-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Second down and 9. Toss to Green. Off right tackle as he gets past the first level, and he pounds it across the 45 and dumped at the 46.
Tyler Smith on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Tyler Smith is there on the tackle. Got help from Troy Ellis.
Got the penalty plus a yard.
36-yard line.
Yeah, just about 7. And it brings up third down and 3. I hate to say it, but that's the most overused theme in sports.
You ain't kidding on third down. Hell's bells.
33.
Oh, there you
Green
go.
trying to go off the right side. Nothing's there. Now he's going to cut back to the left, takes it out wide. And the game goes into Poland territory, and that is not Damon Green. That's Leon Bell on the carry, who made something out of nothing on that one. And they move the chains again.
Coach
Howdy makes the tackle.
Coach Mays was telling me about Leon Bell about week 1 of practice. He came over and said, he goes, I just want you to know this kid's going to be something special. He's a sophomore. The kid can play. He's got vision. He can see it. And right there, I mean, the play was completely stopped to the right-hand side and did it all on his own to get back to the left-hand side, pick up that first down.
15 on the game.
Coach is very, very high in this young
To
man.
the 39-yard line of the Bulldogs. You're right, 22 guys in the box. And Bell gets the toss. And the short pitch, off right tackle, and he hammers inside the 35 and dragged down at the 31. Millennick's there on the tackle.
Oh. That was Keystone Cops.
Hawkins.
Mark 31, 2nd and 2.
And I believe in the game defensively. Yep. He was there. So we'll let that one ride. Checking in for East on offense, Lawrence Reed again. As Fight comes out, Trevon Fight was injured earlier, but back in action. After that 8-yard gain, they'll try and run the sweep right with Bell. Flags fly. He's got the first down as he maneuvers to the 26-yard line, but it looks like we'll probably have a hold.
Flag behind the play.
Smith made the tackle. Peters was there as well, but holding is the call against the Panthers. We're at 3:07 to go in the third quarter, 24-8. Poland on top. Jim Evans along with Todd Thorne and Sean McCune. And again, holding a spot foul.
Third quarter title sponsors once again.
And they will mark it back to where?
Poland Medical Center and Cunningham Becker Funeral Home.
I'm sorry, the 48-yard line, or 42-yard line.
Back 42-yard line.
That's tough, man. You really got things going. I was watching their line do well, but then, you know, they break a play like that, and it's for obvious reasons, because that hold really did.
Eighth play of the drive coming up. 3 minutes to play, third quarter. 24-8, Poland. Now they'll run out of the gun. Actually, the Wildcat. And the gain goes just inside the 40, and that's Reed on the carry.
See, they had good blocking downfield, but it got caught from behind. I mean, they did a real nice job opening up, but
just to the 40-yard line.
Backside let go for him.
Hawkins is there on the stop, along with Audi and Bucheri. 2 on the gain for Reed. I'd rather they play Thriller again.
I ain't getting back up for that.
3rd and 11 from the 40 of the Bulldogs. High snap through the hands of Green. Back into East territory. He's in big trouble, swallowed up all the way back to the East 42-yard line. Duarte's there, Bucheri, Audi, and Petrus. Snap was a little high, but it was definitely playable. Went right through his hands.
Looks like we got a flag down. I don't know what the call is.
I'm not sure about that.
Procedure call.
Yeah, we do.
6 men on the line of scrimmage. Offense.
Well, they'll decline that. So
there you go.
6 men on the line of scrimmage for the Panthers. So that blew up in 2
See, man, it's
varieties.
Plays. You're not kidding.
Clock rolling now. We'll come down to 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 24-8 Poland. Jackson to punt. Rushes on. He just gets the kick away. Garver signals fair catch. Goes back on and fumbles it. At the 21. East has it.
Nice job.
Tough chance for Garver as he was drifting from his right to left and had to reach up for it. And wasn't able to pull it in. It's Cooper making the recovery.
Well, that's the first down, just like they drew it up, right?
And that's the break that the Panthers were looking for.
Yeah, and you know what? You could tell, too. He just got crossed up there, too, because that's usually a sure-handed receiver down there catching that ball.
On 4th and a mile, They get it back. It's at the Poland 21-yard line. Ball on the right hash. The run off left tackle. And the gain goes inside the 20 to about the 18.
Isaiah Donnelly down inside the 20.
And that's Donnelly on the carry. Again, he's got their touchdown from 68 yards out.
Like Leon Bell checking back in.
Hawkins on the tackle, along with Monsilovich. Woolen helping out as well for the Bulldogs. Gain of 3 to the 18. Second down and 7. Motion again right to left. That's who gets the toss. And again, that's Donnelly, the sophomore, who's whipped down on the turf at the 15.
Stop for the Bulldogs.
That's Troy Ellis on the tackle. He just grabbed him and threw him to the turf.
But he threw him forward.
Yeah, he did throw him forward, just inside the 15. Gain of 3 more for Donnelly. Seconds to go, third quarter. 24 to 8 Poland. 3rd and 4. They'll try and run Reed, B-gap right side, nowhere to go. The ball came out, and it's picked up by Donnelly, so the Panthers hang on, but they'll lose it back to the 17 as time will wind down here in the third quarter. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Geisler Insurance, Nemens IGA, Valley Truck Outfitters, the Area Agency on Aging, Quaker Steak and Lube, Pharmacy Care, Lafarge Construction Materials, and Pizza Hut. Pretty good with the hood on there, too.
Thank you, man. You didn't think I was there, did you?
Yeah, I was watching you. You were looking at that roast beef sandwich, but I knew you were ready to go.
Dude, I was putting a guidepost.
And tonight's game also brought to you in part by Charlie Staples Barbecue. Charlie Staples Barbecue filled with a cup of love. We enter the fourth quarter from Dave Pavlanski Field of Poland with our score. Poland 24, East 8, here on the Sports Animal 1390 WNIL.
Bigger smiles, louder cheers, longer talks. Enjoy the possibilities more than ever with Armstrong. Armstrong delivers the latest in television. On-demand, multi-room PVR, high definition. Zoom Internet has the speed and reliability you need for all your devices. And it's all backed by local award-winning customer service to keep you connected. Enjoy the possibilities with Armstrong.
Back at Poland in the fourth quarter, just underway, and East with a 4th and 6 from the Poland 17. And Jefferson on the rollout to the right, throwing for Donnelly in the right flat. It was broken up at the last moment by the Bulldogs, who will hold on defense, and they will get it back on downs after a long drive by the Panthers that got new life after a fumbled punt, and they were not able to capitalize, although that one was close. I believe it was Malenik who broke up the pass. It was first down Poland from its 17. Stick split out to the left. That's Gould now. Comes in motion. They fake the jet to him. They run off right tackle, and that's Wilson. As he barrels down the right sideline, has the 45-40 in the fast store, and they'll angle him out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Right around there.
Boy,
and a big bust-out run by Austin Wilson.
And I'll tell you what, he was out there. I thought he was gone. No one's going to catch him. Curtis Cooper came from out of nowhere to make that tackle. Oh, my goodness, he was flying.
A lot of people in the fast store.
Man, you're not kidding.
And they'll spot it at the 20. 63 yards. The run by Austin Wilson. And again, Cooper on the saving tackle. 24-8. Poland with a lead here, early fourth quarter. 30 seconds gone. From the East 20. Duarte out wide to the left. Calcagney in the slot to the left. Offset eye in the backfield. Petroni under center. Panthers showing blitz. And they'll give it off to Gould, I believe, the tailback, and he gets to the line of scrimmage off left tackle. That's it. And again, that's Reed Gould, the sophomore. I got to believe related to Ross, the former.
It would have to be.
Running back.
To be, but I'm with you.
Right side of the Panthers defense, getting it done there, no gain. Second down and 10 from the East 20. Stick split to the left. They'll have a flank to the right. Gould, or check that, Petroni in the gun with throw it to his right, and Dom just takes it A-gap right side, squeezes inside the 20 to maybe the 18. That's it.
Just some pads popping down there right this second.
Hartrell Ford getting up from under the pile. And also helping out Anthony Carter in defensively as P.J. Mays shuffling a lot of guys in and out on defense. Pickup of 2 for Petroni, who has really done it through the air tonight. 3 touchdown passes to lead the Bulldogs. Looking at a passing situation here. 3rd and 7 from the 17. With the snap. Dom throws in the end zone. Duarte pulls it in. Touchdown.
It was worth it. He got whacked, but that was worth it in the end. He got off the pass. Nice completion.
Petroni hanging in the pocket to the last second. And Duarte just running a skinny post. And a half step on his guy, and at 6'5", all you got to do is lay it out there for him, and he gets it. And that's his 2nd touchdown catch of the night. And Petroni's 4th touchdown throw.
How about that, man? Going over top. You know, just like I said earlier, I mean, I'm always thinking run, run, run. They ended up doing a great job balancing this out at the end of the game. Those stats are going to be pretty even.
Here's DeVito for the extra point kick. Snap, spot. And he may have pushed it wide to the right, and he did. No good. We'll take a 60-second timeout with 9:35 to play in the game. And it now reads Poland 30, East 8, here on the Baird Brothers Game of the Week on the Sports Animal 1390.
Take it down back on the 1-yard line.
Back at Poland, and the Bulldogs kicking off, and Knuckles muffing the chance inside the 10 and went back to the 2-yard line and tried to come right to left and was dumped by Tyler Smith back at the 2. So East back on offense, deep in its end after a great drive by the Bulldogs, though not as methodic as we normally see from them. After that 63-yard dash by Austin Wilson, they won 1, 2, 3, 4 plays and 83 yards. They missed the point after kick, and they lead it 30-8. That's another Haas Auto Group scoring drive summary. And here are the Panthers, first down from their 3 is where they mark it. And they run it right up the middle to get a little breathing room, and they do that up to just across the 7.
Across the 5, 8-yard line.
Reed on the carry. And they'll give him the 8.
Total so far, $1,600. Thanks for financial and United Way.
Middle of the Poland defense, squeezing it down as they try and run A-gap right side. And nice 2nd and 3rd effort. Gets it up to the 15-yard line.
Pick up the first down.
And I believe that was that Donlow on the carry?
I think that was that 29, Mark Heron? No, it was 28.
No, that was Green. No, it was Green. Up to the 15. So it's just about an 8-yard gain. They'll run Green off right tackle again, and he runs into traffic, but drags a couple of guys across the 20-yard line all the way up to the 23.
All the way up to the 25-yard line.
It's an 8-yard gain for Damon Green. a little shaken up, loses his helmet.
Yeah, he lost his helmet. He's got to come off for a play, but they...
We'll have a couple of new guys in defensively from Poland, although most of the starters still out there. Smith was there along with Petrus, among others, but they took a ride. Green dragged the pile 3-4 yards easy up to the 23. Eight minutes to play in the game. 30-8. Poland on top. Toss to Donley.
Yeah, he does.
And he's going to bounce it out wide and roars up the left hash across the 35 and goes down just shy of the 37. Lennick on the tackle. Man, he's got some wheels.
He does. And, you know, you can see it develop early. You know, he got that opportunity to get to the outside. And the problem most of the day is when they haven't gotten that one block. There they got the block and were able to pick up that edge and get that first down.
13 on that game. Smith also helped out on the stop for Poland, leading 30-8. Super tight. Double wing slant. Donnelly off the left side. Nothing there. Going to swing back to his right as a defender reaching in to try and strip the ball out. Can't negotiate that as Donnelly maneuvers up to the 49-yard line and a flag is down. And again, Isaiah Donnelly, just 155 pounds. He's a sophomore. Man, he runs a lot bigger than that.
Played like he was 240 right there, man. Just did a heck of a job. Just kept moving.
He could fly. He is their only touchdown, a 68-yard sprint. And the official still consulting and face mask against the offense, which is a rare call.
Yeah, rare call. Someone had to get their hands up there. And once again, could be why that play gets broken.
Okay, they're going to step it off from the 37-yard line. And it's a big one. Don't forget, we'll have our O'Charlie's Player of the Game in our post-game show. O'Charlie's Restaurants in Boardman and Niles. And all of our post-game reports always brought to you by A&M Total Restoration. Call 330-507-6220. Sheets Convenience Stores, of course, brings you our $100 gift card and our 50-50 drawings at all of our broadcast locations. We'll have one more next week, huh?
$100.
Yeah. And all of Sean's sideline reports brought to you by Armstrong.
Man, a lot of guys running on and off this right here.
We'll be getting down to Sean here in just a moment for another update. But here are the Panthers back to their 22-yard line. First and 25. Out of the gun, Jefferson with the snap. Sets. Fires deep down the left sideline and just out of the reach of the intended receiver at the 45 of the Bulldogs. And I believe that was Lawrence Reed.
Yep.
Nice coverage, though, by the Bulldogs. Melenick right there with them. It brings up second and 10. Sean, what's going on down there?
Jim, down here on the sidelines, obviously, East team is trying to get back in the game. I do have a few score updates from around the area. Cardinal Mooney just went up 24-7 on Youngstown Ursuline on a fumbled punt. Poland leads 44-14 over Niles. That game going on also in the All-American Conference.
Jefferson with a throw over the middle, almost intercepted by Nick Maris. He was looking at the receiver. The ball was right there in his hands at the 30. The ball's incomplete. Any other updates, Sean?
The only other update I have right now is Boardman tied 7-7 with Canton McKinley. I'll keep more posted on the scores around the area. East Palestine was up 28-27 on Columbiana at last check, but I'll try to get some of these scores as we wind down in the fourth quarter.
Thanks, Sean. You know, Ursuline Mooney Ursuline, there's never a clear-cut favorite.
Nope, absolutely not.
Third and 25, Panthers from their 22. Jefferson back to throw, flush to his left. Now he's going to run it outside the numbers, has the sideline and dragged down from behind across the 40 near the 45. And he's going to be real close to the first down.
They brought him back. Brought him all the way back to the 42-yard line.
All right.
I thought he was up there.
They say he stepped out at the 42, a 20-yard gain. And it brings up 4th down. I'm surprised if the punt team is coming on. I'm not sure if that's the case or not. Because Jackson's coming off. He does the punting, so 6:36 to play in the game. 30-8. Poland with the lead. Lawrence Reed gets the play, checks back in the huddle. So the punt team will not be on the field. They're trailing by 22 in the 4th quarter.
Shot. What the heck?
Well, the tight set again. And they'll try and run Donnelly off right tackle as he heads upfield. Hits a pile and goes down at the 45. From here, it looks like he's just short.
Yep.
Maris is there. And he got help from Pat O'Shaughnessy in the ball game now. Cherry helping out as well, and they'll come up just short of the 1st down, and Poland will get it back on downs. And again, a reminder, all of Sean's sideline reports are brought to you by Armstrong. On demand, Armstrong Zoom, one wire, infinite possibilities. You could see tonight's game next week on Armstrong 20 and 100, starting Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Greg will have it all put together on the air, shooting the game tonight.
Hey, you know, they're looking good, looking dapper.
Just concentrating. Focused. 6:15 to play in the game. Pulling up 30-8, back on offense from the 45 of the Panthers. New quarterback, that's Bucheri at quarterback. Under center, eye backs. He'll hand it off to the tailback, that's Gould. Off the left edge, he's wrapped up and whipped down, maybe lost a yard. And a nice tackle by Leon Bell. Sophomore linebacker.
Coach Brungard's not making, not really much on the yards. He just wants this clock to wind down right
That's all he's looking for right now. Get some new numbers in the game. Get him a little PT as they point towards week 10 and their arch rival. And right. Canfield rolling tonight. At least they were at halftime on Niles. They lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Here comes the blitz. Bucheri hands it off to Gould, A-gap right side, and nothing going on there. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. And you had Nick Ford there, along with Artrell Ford. Donlow helping out as well. Actually, they're going to say he did not get the original line of scrimmage because it's 3rd and 11. Calcagney out wide to the right. Garver in the slot to the right. They'll have a split out to the left. That's Duarte. Bucheri at quarterback on 3rd and 11. Here comes the blitz. Out of the gun. Tosses off to Gould. Has room up the right seam. Has it inside the 30. Cooper's got a hold of him, and he'll drag him down all the way down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. Cooper with another saving tackle.
Absolutely. He was downfield and just the only one down there. But that's just a
great call and execution by the Bulldogs.
Awesome. Just a complete zone option and just kicked it out right in time. Beat the blitz the way they needed to.
Down to the 14, a 32-yard gain. That is their 13th first down unofficially. 4:30 to play in the game. 30-8 Poland, back in the red zone. Bucheri in the gun, going to keep it off the left side. Had a little room initially, but that closed quickly. And he'll go down at the 13. Jackson was there, and he got help from Lawrence Reed, among others. They're going to give him the 12, so it's a gain of 2 for Bucheri. Defensive starter. 6-foot junior. As he takes the snap and they blow it dead out of the gun. What do you have, offsides again?
Yeah, I think so.
Man, that's tough.
They're trying to just jump the snap and make a play.
Congratulations to Rebecca Homan, the DeBartolo Corporation Scholar Athlete of the Week. Standout junior, Southington Chalker. 3-year letter winner in volleyball, part of the All-American, All-Conference academic team. And all of our games, and of course our Video Football Team of the Week Award online, brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agents, and we'll talk about that more after this. 2nd and 4 now from the 8. Bucherri out of the gun, trying to pick his way off the left side, and not much room to maneuver there as he's shoved back, got back to the line of scrimmage. It's all brought to you by participating local State Farm Insurance agents like Tanya Howe in Champion. Now we have another shaken player down on the field for the Panthers. Let's take a 30-second break. We're at 3:08 to play in the game from Dave Pavlanski Field. It's Poland 30, East 8, here on the Sports Animal 1390. Back at Poland, Jim Evans, Todd Thorne, Sean McCune, 30-8. Poland with a commanding lead on East in the Bulldogs regular season home finale. And again, they're hoping that they play one more here before they're all done for the season. And of course, they would have to move up from their 7 slot to at least into the top 4, as you no doubt know. And obviously taking care of business here tonight, and they will have to do so again next week at Canfield to wrap up the regular season. Coming into the game behind Hubbard in the All-American Conference American Division, the Eagles unbeaten in league play, and of course overall as well. And Poland coming in at 7-1, 3-1 in the league. But here they are, 3rd and 4 now from the 8-yard line. Bucherri under center. Hands it off to the fullback, and he has nowhere to go behind left guard, and that's Nick Petrola. Just stuffed at the line of scrimmage, and Nick Ford there to hit him first. And he got help from to Brian Donlow again.
A lot of guys around, you know, and I like what Coach Mays is doing there. There's a lot of people that are sitting there, they're going to use timeouts. He's playing it out as a realistic coach that just teaches guys how to play the game. The timeout doesn't help you here, so play tough and see what happens.
They almost lose a yard back to the 9, so it's 4th down. Bucherri out of the gun, and he will try to take it off the left side, and he's dumped at the 9-yard line, and the East defense holds with 2:14 to play in the game. And obviously, Coach Brungard, if they're, you know, you can't tell your new guys to take their foot off the gas. He's not looking to run the score up. If they score, they score, but basically just working clock here in this scenario with the big lead, and to get out of here with their 8th win.
Watch these guys afterwards. They give a good handshake and a big hug, because I'll tell you what, they're great competitors, but at the same point in time, very good friends.
Hail, wind, or water damage, call A&M Total Restoration at 330-507-6220, 507-6220. And of course, that will include our O'Charlie's Player of the Game, made possible by O'Charlie's Restaurants in Boardman and Niles. Here are the Panthers, 1st down from their 9. They fake the inside give out of the gun to Green, and Jefferson roars down the middle, across the 20, and goes down around the 23. 1st down. And again, new guys in defensively for the Bulldogs, and that was Dan Clace on the tackle. Bucherri helped out as well, so he remains in on defense. And they do give him the 23. Pick up at 14. That's their 6th first down. Jefferson with the snap. Pumps a fastball in the middle on the slant, and a great catch by Knuckles, bobbling the ball at the 35-yard line. Stayed right with it. He knew the defenders were right there waiting for him, and he goes down up to the 38.
Very nice job hanging on that thing.
You're not kidding. 15 on the game. That's concentration there. Tony Chero on the tackle. And Jefferson again fakes the inside give, and he'll keep it off left tackle. I know that Poland has their 2s in there, but you kind of have to wonder why maybe they don't run a little more of that type of offense early in the game. I mean, they got some guys that can do things when they really spread it out. I know that Coach Mays wants to simplify things with that tight no split offense, but they're showing they can do some variations off different sets. 8 on that game. Second and, well, we'll call it 7 on the game. Second and 3. Jefferson throw hit as he fires down the left sideline, and it's incomplete at the 35. Even if he made the catch, Todd, he might have been out of bounds.
Yeah.
And I believe that was Green, the intended receiver.
What you were just saying about simplifying.
Now check that. It was Donadell.
And so far as bringing it back down, they're really kind of running the same plays, just completely out of different sets. So those kind of things can help you down the road too, just opening up different avenues for you.
46 seconds to play in the game. Poland looking to wrap it up with the 30-8 lead. 3rd down and 3, East from the 44. Jefferson throws and hit as he does so down the left sideline again, and it's overthrown, incomplete. And that was Lawrence Reed, the intended receiver. Nice coverage by the Bulldogs, placed there again. And Burke also in now in the secondary, helping out on that play. And it brings up 4th down and 3. Panthers from their 44. 40 seconds to play in the game. Here comes the blitz. Jefferson out of the gun. Inside handoff. They take it wide right. They've got the 1st down. And on the carry is Lawrence Reed into Poland territory and whipped down at the 47. Bucherri there on the stop. And he got help from Tyler Skolota. On that pickup. Their 8th 1st down. Jefferson throws slant left side, and it's incomplete at the 38-yard line. And that one probably should have been caught.
Wow, did you hear that?
14 seconds to play in the game. No, I did not.
Boardman beat Kent McKinley.
Way to go, Coach Ignazio.
That was pretty cool. Absolutely.
Marquell Walker was the receiver who wasn't able to hang on to that last catch, and he's out wide to left again on 2nd and 10. As Jefferson running for his life wide right and is run out of bounds inside the 45-yard line on 2nd and 10. Skolota's there again to angle him out. Good to see his dad John down on the sideline. Senior night here tonight. Great parents. I've been fortunate to know. 5 on that gain and brings up 3rd down. Well, they have 3rd and 5 on the scoreboard. There's really 3 on the pickup. 3rd down and 7. Blitz is on again. Jefferson to throw out of the gun. Fires down the middle, and it's almost caught and almost picked off by Burke. Incomplete.
Did they get the clock
at the 17-yard line, and time winds down. Brandon Jackson was the intended receiver. And time winds down from Dave Pavlanski Field. Our final score, Poland 30, East 8. Here on the Baird Brothers Game of the Week on the Sports Animal 1390 WNIL.